Our first comedian is a regular here. He's all around New York. I really dig this guy. Very funny. He's a pharmacist, so he's the best guy to buy drugs from. Be nice to him. Give him lots of applause. We're giving it up for the one and only Jeff Simon! Give it up for Scott.
Scott's one of the top divorce attorneys in New York City. In fact, I've got divorced so many times I have him on my family share plan. I'm a Jew from New York. Any Jews here? Yeah. All right. I'm not religious. The only time I believe in God is when somebody's dying and I owe them a lot of money. Then I'll say, please God, no miracles this time, just let the motherfucker die. And the sooner the better. I heard next week they're coming out with this new drug that shrinks prostate tumors in rats. You know, so I fucked that up, sorry. I just broke up with this Jewish woman. She was becoming a real pain in the ass. She would never say good morning. She would say, how's your stock portfolio doing today? And I would say, I don't know, I haven't turned on CNBC yet. And she suffered from a bad case of crow's feet around her eyes. You girls know what that is? Yeah. And it kept getting worse. Every time I told her to suck my dick, she would go, suck what? And everybody knows the two biggest lies in the world are checks in the mail and I won't come in your mouth. Right? Except if you're a Jew trying to close a deal. And the two biggest lies if you're a Jew trying to close a deal are you're lucky I like you, I'm losing money on this deal. These people got to be Jews over here. And I swear on my firstborn son's head, I'm telling you the truth. And the third and fourth biggest lies if you're a Jew trying to close a deal are you look good for your age, and I can't wait to see your HBO special. And I was talking to this Upper East Side Jew before. He just dumped his wife for a hot young Russian chick. Don't feel bad for the wife. She gets the summer house in the Hamptons, the East Side apartment, a Mercedes, and $5 million cash. Anybody not married? Any chicks not married here? You should. How come you're not on the Upper East Side trying to get some Jew to marry you? I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Really?
That's where I'm going. I'm going after the set. No homo. I'm going there. I know this guy who lost $20 million to Bernie Madoff. He knew it was a Ponzi scheme. The first time he got his monthly statement, it was handwritten on a hot dog wrapper. And all it said was, you're up 20%, love Bernie. And he didn't turn Madoff in because when the Jews up 20%, you're out of touch with reality. It's like being high on crack or heroin. Last time I was up 20%, I was sitting courtside at Knicks games and seeing hookers every night. But as good as being up 20% is for a Jew, there's nothing like being up 30%. Because 30% it's happy days are here again. Because that's when you can dump your wife for a hot young Russian chick. So for a little better response, what are you going to fucking do, you know? My daughter in Texas is mad at me because I didn't fly down for her son's nine-month-old birthday party. I told her I'll be there for the 10-month-old birthday party. I was there for the 8-month-old birthday party. This kid doesn't know who the fuck I am. And when I pick him up, he cries. And when I shake him, I got to give him CPR to get him breathing again. But this kid gets too much attention. He's going to be gay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I hope he turns out to be like Anderson Cooper and not like Richard Simmons. And then I got my daughter in Jersey is pregnant. The test for Down syndrome just came back negative. I made believe I was happy. You can laugh at this shit. It's not going to kill you. What are you, anti-Semitic? I made believe I was happy because I'd like to have a grandkid that's not going to be smarter than me, you know? And someone who's not going to rat me out when I smoke a joint. And I had my son lives in Chicago. He was in last weekend with his new girlfriend. She's the dumbest person I've ever met in my life. You cannot have a conversation with a chick from the Midwest. All they do is give you one-word answers, you know? Do you want to sleep with me tonight? No. Do you want to smoke some weed? No. Who'd you vote for in the last election? Romney. How can a chick in her 20s be a Republican? Can somebody tell me this? Somebody answer me? And I was walking down the street today, and somebody comes up to me and says, "You look familiar," and says, "I can't place you." I said, "It's got to be Grandpa Huxtable." I get stopped 20 times a day. I get stopped 20 times a day, and people say, "Are you Grandpa Huxtable?" But the guy says, I got it. It's Hugh Hefner's brother, the guy from Playboy. So I Google it, and when I got home, I Googled a picture. Hef looks like shit, but the brother's in his 80s, but he really looks good. But they both have hot young, women under their arms. I'm into hot young chicks too, you know. In fact, I know this girl. She's 30. She's a bartender, and she likes me too. 'Cause she's always getting me free drinks, and she has an eating disorder, which is great because she has very low self-esteem, and she'll do anything to please, you know. Like I sit at the bar. As soon as I sit at the bar, she comes over and says, "The usual Jack on the rocks," and I say, "Just keep it coming. I just had a bad fight with my daughter. She's the most arrogant bitch I've ever met." And then I said, "In about 15 minutes, I'll take a cup of coffee." You know, exactly 15 minutes to the second, she comes over. "You ready for your coffee?" You believe it? I want to fuck this chick so bad, but I'm out of Viagra. Tomorrow I'm going to see my doctor. I need a double prescription because she's not the kind of chick you could fuck once a week and then she leaves you. You got to fuck this chick like twice a night. You know, to keep her happy. Quiet here. Yeah. So. What was I talking about now? Oh, incredible. Yeah, so I was outside this bar the other night, and I was smoking a joint, you know? And then when I got in, I must have smelled like weed, because this asshole Republican, whose girlfriend looks like a Fox News Channel anchor, and he has a rolled up copy of the Constitution in his back pocket, and he's staring at me, and he goes, "I smell marijuana." I go, "I got 2 words for you, motherfucker. Government regulation." That's what you say to a Republican. You don't say fuck you, you say government regulation. It's the worst thing you can say to a Republican, you know? But I got this great new weed. It's 500 an ounce. It's so unbelievable. It takes you to the next level and doesn't fuck you up. Anybody smoke weed here? Yeah. All right. Doesn't fuck you. When you're driving, you don't get lost. And when you go to an ATM, you get money out on the first try. And this stuff makes you horny. I swear to you, it makes you want to jerk off. You know, I was driving home on the Garden State last night. I had to pull over on a shoulder and jerk off. I swear to God. Thank God a cop didn't see me, you know. But the stuff's so expensive. I only smoke it for special occasions, like family get-togethers or hookers coming over. Did a lot of coke in the 80s. Anybody do coke here? Yeah. What a great drug. When you're telling a joke, on coke, every joke kills on coke. Every joke kills on coke. You tell the exact same joke when you're not on coke and you bomb. Just like this, you know? Everything kills on coke. And the only thing is, after a while, it makes you paranoid, you know? Like I used to get into a lot of fights on coke. I never lost a fight on coke. I was undefeated. My proudest victory was against my mother-in-law. I told her to shut the fuck up, you fat bitch. She started to cry and stopped talking. Ring Magazine picked me as Fighter of the Year. And the rematch was on pay-per-view. I kicked her ass in that one too. And like Scotty said, I'm a pharmacist. I work for Rite Aid. Anybody go to Rite Aid here? Yeah. All right. My wait time is 20 minutes. Unless if you're a daddy, an 18-year-old daddy's a little girl who double parks the Mercedes right in front of the Rite Aid and says, "If you don't rush my birth control prescription, I'm going to call your boss and get you fired." I did it in like 20 seconds. I can't take a chance of getting fired, you know? I got 2 years, Social Security, Medicare. I got to keep my job, you know? Then this gay guy comes in a couple minutes later. He says, "If you don't suck my cock, I'm going to get you fired." I said to the guy, "Get the fuck out of here. I'll see you in the parking lot at 5, behind a dumpster." I got to keep my job, you know, no homo, you know. And we have a blood pressure machine in the waiting area in the pharmacy. You've seen them, right? You know, everybody takes that blood pressure and they want me to comment on a reading. You know, they go like 120/80. I go, "Awesome. 110/70. What do you want to live forever? And then I'll go 250/230. I have a better chance of getting an HBO special than you have of being alive at this time tomorrow. And yeah, we get a lot of phony scripts all day long, for like oxycodone. Anybody from Staten Island here? There's everybody from Staten Island on. Yeah, oxycodone. It's like a pill form of heroin, But all day long, phony scripts. And this guy comes in and he says, I got terminal cancer. I got 3 months to live. I can't take the pen. I wish I could die today. I said, get the fuck out of here, will you? This guy's had terminal cancer since 1959. You cannot be alive and have terminal cancer for 54 years, Then this guy comes in a wheelchair. He said he got shot in the back in Iraq. And he's paralyzed from the waist down. He gives me this script for oxycodone, this phony script. I said to this guy, get the fuck out of here. This guy dunked on me in a playground yesterday. He did one of these John Starks in your face Michael Jordan dunks on me. I said today, if you want your scripts filled here, don't ever fucking dunk on me in a playground again. What a motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna give you back to the great Scotty.
All right, keep it going. Let's see the energy. Yeah. We'll have a good time here.